he gave us a file, and that this is his evidence. Do you know when we opened the file what we saw? Photocopies of newspaper cuttings. That was what is in the file. What was in the file?
Did you have in the budget line in 2019 where you derived that power to spend that money?
Cairo, don't tell him. See, Cairo, say your friends. Cairo, say friends.
I will check. I don't want to.
Cairo, Jibo, don't tell him friends. Cairo, don't tell him. See, Cairo. Cairo, tell him friend. Cairo, say friend. See, I'm saying, don't friend. Cairo, don't get the expo. Friends.
The Media Channel, this is a channel where we explore the truth behind the headlines. I am Mike Udenta. You all have seen what is happening in Nigeria in the last 3 weeks. We've been seeing accusations of looting, mindless looting, nothing short of, stealing the nation dry since 1999 that has been happening under NDDC that was created to alleviate the poverty within the Niger Delta. Now, this week, we are learning that DDC abandoned 12,000 projects, despite receiving 116 trillion in allocation. 116 trillion. Again, 116 trillion in allocations. More revelation are still emerging. As we said at the beginning, in the ongoing probe into the dealings and the stealings in the NDDC, a member of the PACAC, Isa Sadiq Radak, said that 1,200 projects under the commission was abandoned. Radak also claimed that NDDC for the last 20 years got over $40 billion in allocations with nothing and absolutely nothing to show for it. Isa Sadiq Rada, a member of Presidential Advisory Council Against Corruption, PACAC, has made another revelation as the corruption probe into this Niger Delta Development Commission hits a new dimension. The new dimension, you people all know, we all saw full camera glare in the National Assembly as Godswill Akpabio was seen saying that the House of Assembly.
Who are even the greatest beneficiaries? It's you people now. Okay. Because if you look at your chairman,
Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister, that's okay.
Commencement of the payment. I just told you that we have record to show that most of the contracts in NDDC are given out to members of National Assembly, but you don't know about it.
It's okay.
Sadly, when Femi Bajabiamila, the Speaker of the House of Assembly, asked him to please name those names, name those companies, and everyone was jubilating that maybe we will get somewhere because we will see that all their names are in there. They are all entangled in this mindless stealing, looting. But what did we see? We see an Akpabio, an overbloated man with overbloated ego, step down. He suddenly started singing like a canary, saying that he didn't say that he was misunderstood, but we saw them in camera. What was he doing? Oh, dear Jesus Christ, help us. And you just want to know what is happening with these people. Now, Sadiq was speaking at a workshop in Sokoto, said that 12,000 projects which were paid for through the agency were abandoned. The PACAC member further added that 1,700 contracts got mobilization fee from NDDC and vanished without executing the project. Now tell me, why would anyone involved in this mindless rape of our people, why wouldn't they just be given the Chinese treatment? Tell me why we would even need the court. Tell me why they wouldn't just be given the Chinese and Singaporean treatment and let it end. What a mindless set of people. Sadiq continues. Sadiq revelation is coming barely 24 hours after the Senate probe panel investigation alleged that there were financial recklessness in the NDDC, disclosed that billions of naira were aimlessly squandered under the Keme Brodok Pondier-led leadership. And this Pondier, for Christ's sake, is a professor, defending man. Is okay. It's okay off the mic. Yes, this is what is happening in your own country. Issa Sadiq rather also claimed that NDDC for the last 20 years got over 40 billion in allocation and there is nothing to show. Absolutely nothing. No road, nothing. No hospital. Not even their own office they could build. NDDC for the last 20 years has gotten over 40 billion people, $40 billion. Could have built 10 airports in the south, in the old eastern region. 10. Could have built over 100 hospitals. Could have tarred all the roads. Yet these are men who do nothing but to steal, including Abia. But the entire money was taken away by their young people, their leaders, their agitators, their activists, and now the Niger Delta is bad. It's as bad as anything you can think of, basically. It's a rural Nigeria. Nothing. It's it's as bad as anything you can think of. The man went further to say that they had submitted that that they had a corruption, not that corruption has eaten deep, and they've continued to look into what is happening in the NDDC. People here at Njenje Media, we condemn the mind-boggling stealing of our collective resources. And here at Njenje Media, we say, if Buhari, if you are serious for 1 second, you must find a way to apply the Chinese treatment.
Suggesting we could go in the way of China in some of
I am a great advocate of death penalty in this country. I have said it severally. I don't hide it.
On which kind of offense?
Oh my God, there are so many. The first thing is corruption. You see all these politicians doing away with our billions of naira after being governors, and they end up in Senate, end up in the cabinet. By now, if it were a serious environment, by now we should have buried all this. We could have fired them fired them like armed robbers the way we did way back some years back. All right, in their villages, so that their own members of families and kinsmen will see them and know that, look, if you've got to go into politics, you must take the serious of the business of governance serious. You must take the business of the social contract you have with the people serious.
Anything short of the Chinese and the Singaporean treatment will not be accepted by the people. Once more, I remain Mike Udenta. This is Njenje Media TV.
2 vice mayors in eastern China have been executed over bribery convictions. Xu Meiyong and Njenje from Hangzhou and Suzhou, respectively, were executed Tuesday morning on orders of the Supreme People's Court. Xu was accused of using his post to garner about $22 million in bribes for property development contracts, on top of other illicit activity. Jiang, too, was accused of taking kickbacks for real estate development projects. Both men had legal appeals rejected. They join a handful of other mid-level officials who have been caught for corruption and turned into examples.